signed in under. She lives in Spanish Fort, so anybody that has any questions for her, feel free to ask her. She'll actually be giving her little story in the middle of all this too. So, but everybody was asking who I signed in under, so that's her. That's the famous Colby. I've been in the business since January the 26th of last year. The way that I'll just tell my brief story, I'm going to stay short here. I actually had been having trouble because I had a hysterectomy, couldn't lose weight, no matter if I watched what I ate, dieted, the whole 9 yards. So I was down on myself. I had lost my job on unemployment, just got that started. So I was flipping through Facebook because I had nothing else to do while I was searching for a job. And I came across one of Colby's posts about the wrap, and I looked at that and I said, yeah, right, that really works, I'm sure. However, I decided I would call her about it. And so she told me about it on the phone, and she said, oh yeah, all my people, just sign up on the phone. And I was thinking to myself, I don't know you, I'm not signing up for nothing on the phone, Wasn't giving her my credit card information. I sure wasn't going to go on some website I didn't think was legitimate anyway. So I said, well, I'll meet you in person, and I'll talk to you about it. She thought that was strange because nobody had requested that before. So we scheduled it for the very next day. I went to her house, met with her, and she was just so excited about the business and everything, the wraps, and so I was like, well, tell me more about all this. Well, turns out she just said a few things about her pay and stuff, and I was like, unemployment, pay, and not really having to punch a clock somewhere. It sounded pretty good, but I was zero in my bank account. I had absolutely nothing. I was living paycheck to paycheck. So, I was actually, and this is Benji, this was my husband, and so anyway, I called him on the phone to tell him that I was interested in this business where I thought I could make money, and he was like, oh God, here we go again, because I've tried everything under the sun, doesn't matter what it is, I've tried it. So anyway, he said, well, whatever you got to do. We were already swapping money from one bank account to another to pay the power bill or whatever. We were living outside of our means, so like everybody likes to do. So I was struggling whenever I lost my job. It was fine before that. So anyway, we were actually taking money. I was writing a check out of my account to put into his account to cover the power bill. 2 days later, we'd write a check out of his bank to put back into my bank. I didn't have enough money to pay attention. So anyway, I thought, well, I don't have $99 to be able to do this. But I thought there's a few people that I could, talk to that might be interested in doing it. So after talking with them, I decided I'd go ahead and sign up. So I signed up there on the spot. And within 3 hours, I had collected $35 from 4 people that I knew. They wanted to try a wrap. I didn't have any wraps, but I wanted in that business. So I did whatever it took. So I went around. In less than 3 hours, I had $140 in my bank account, which covered the price of my kit, and I had already made a profit, and I thought, this is pretty interesting. I've already made a profit, and I haven't done anything. Didn't even have anything to sell to anybody yet. So within a week, my kit came in, and I dispersed those wraps. So I posted all over Facebook. That's all that I done at first was post on Facebook. I was not one to go out and talk in front of anybody. If I would have been told a year later I'd be standing up here talking in front of y'all, I would have said, yeah, right, not happening. Deanna doesn't do that. I'm friendly, but I'm not comfortable to do things like that. So anyway, I had posted all over Facebook. My friends said, yeah, right, we don't believe it. Same thing as me. They didn't believe it would happen. They said, when you post your before and after pictures, then we'll talk. And I thought, oh, no. So I did it because I wanted it to work. So I immediately posted my before and after pictures with my face in it so people would actually say, oh, that's not a different, arm or leg or stomach, whatever. I did not have enough hours in the day immediately to answer all the Facebook inbox messages, text messages, phone calls. And when I tell people that I'm ready to sign up, they're like, yeah, well, that's not going to happen for me. And 9 times out of 10, they come back to me and they're like, oh, my God, I don't have enough time to do this. I need a secretary. So it's really, really exciting. But that's how I started my business, was just Facebook. For the first 2 months, I did not go out and do what they call sales blitzing. And I know most of you, since there's distributors in here, are familiar with blitzing. Whether you do it or not, you know what it is. Well, anyway, so I built my business at first off of Facebook and word of mouth just to my immediate friends. I went diamond in 34 days, which is pretty impressive. It's very doable, that's for sure. The company actually has promotions that we're going to talk about today too, where you can get $10,000 if you go diamond in 3 months. So that's what we're here, to teach everybody the steps to success to be able to duplicate what we've done. it's an amazing business, and I can't say enough great things about it. So then I went double diamond in 65 days. But the good thing about this is I know that, I brought it to this particular area, and then everybody said, oh, well, since you're already doing it, there's no room for me to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to, to talk to people and get them to do it. You've already got everybody. That is so untrue. Especially like Teresa. She lives just down the road from me. And if everybody knows, Teresa's diamond, so there's enough to go around for everybody. Besides, some of the people that I know may not be the same people that Teresa knows. They may not like the way I dress. They might like the way she dresses. They may rather talk to her than me. So everybody's personalities are different. So don't let that stop you. There's enough people to go around. If you think that it's not enough here, go somewhere else. Go blitz somewhere else. Go to another town, or post on Facebook. Become friends with other people in other states. This business is for everyone if you want it. It's going to be what you make of it. All right. One thing that I would like to talk about is a 100s list.